Hello, everyone out there. This is Mega Mike, the Movie Man. We're gonna get this pregame show going here in a little bit. I'm gonna bring in my first panel guest in here, so this is gonna be a great panel we're gonna have tonight. So let me go ahead and add in a Last American Girl. All right,
Hello, everybody.
girls, say hello to everybody out there. Go ahead, introduce yourself to anybody who doesn't know you out there.
Hi, I'm Last American Girl, longtime friend of Mike, movie fan, and longtime subscriber to the channel. So don't forget to subscribe.
Oh, yes. Thanks for reminding everybody. Definitely, if you're just discovering the channel for the first time, subscribe, hit that like button. The likes are very underrated, but they help out a whole bunch. And then, of course, leave some comments and questions in the chat so we can read those off live, get those answered for you, because we're trying to get hype for Black Adam here. We are ready for this. It seems like people have kind of forgot about this one, or it's flown under the radar just a little bit, and we got to get the hype level up, right? Last American Girl, have you been feeling that kind of way about this one?
I actually am pretty excited for it. I'm usually not too big on getting excited for DC movies and wanting to see them opening day and that kind of thing. But this one has been hyped up enough, and we're really in the need of a good movie now. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
time to go to the movies.
we've been going through I guess a tough time with some stinker movies out there, so we need a good one. We need some revitalization here, but we have another guest joining here today. So let me go ahead and bring in our next guest here to kind of introduce themselves. So Benny, go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience out there.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Benny. Thanks for having me back. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, of course. And Benny, you're like our comic book knowledge connoisseur out there. So you're gonna bring us that
Thank you.
little bit of extra information for us so we can keep that hype going, of course. But yeah, we're gonna get started with some pregame show questions here. We have 10 questions. I'm just taking a look at a few of the comments here, see if there's anything that let's see that we need to address here. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at just a few of these comments here, and then we'll get into our first discussion question. So we got Scarlett Hayes here, says, yo, what's up, Scarlett Hayes? Thanks for being here and supporting the channel. All right, we got Craig, a longtime supporter of the Mega Mike the Movie Man channel. So thank you so much. And yeah, so hi to me and hi to Last American Girl. Awesome. We got Evil Kangaroo here. Hello, Mike. Yes, hello, Evil Kangaroo. Another long-term supporter, always watching the videos, binging them like Evil Kangaroo. You know how to do it. You do an amazing job. I appreciate the support. One of my earlier supporters, Kenny, who I know is a big superhero fan, in particular, DC stuff, especially Batman and all of that. So definitely fire in those questions, Kenny, anything you have. Not even just necessarily about Black Adam, but if you have DC Universe questions in general, we'll definitely answer those as well. So yeah, let's get this chat flowing for sure. All right, we got Evil Kangaroo, excited for the show. I'm glad you're here. We got Basement Blues, who I was just on a live stream with like 2 minutes ago. So I'm so glad Basement Blues is joining. He's awesome.
Busy.
Yeah. But Basement Blues, he's great. He has a ton of movies. I mean, physical media collection. He has like a museum, so it's amazing. But yeah, definitely a great collector and a blue tuber out there. All right, Kenny, very excited for Black Adam. There has been a lot of recent DC news.
Yep.
And we'll probably talk a little bit about that in our first question. Let's see, we got Hisham saying hello. We got, yes, hi, Benny and Last American Girl. So thank you so much, Evil Kangaroo, saying hello to everybody. That is great.
Thank you.
Kenny got some great comments here. So I will say all of the recent news in these comments. Man of Steel 2 is happening and looking for a screenwriter, possibly the guy who did Mission Impossible Fallout. So I will say, I'm not going to say it's 100% confirmed. I will say they're looking for it, but they've been looking to do a Man of Steel 2. What was the year? Was it back in 1830? Did they start the search? for Man of Steel 2? It's been a long time, okay? So I will believe it when we actually see it. But yeah, hopefully they're getting the ball rolling now. And I know we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get into our questions. But yeah, I would love a Man of Steel 2, absolutely. Hopefully it happens, but I'm not going to get my hopes up either. All right, Flash 2 has a script. We haven't even got the first Flash. I've been waiting on this one for like 200 years too. That's the reason why I wore this Flash hat. I've been waiting forever. Like, what's happening? We'll get to that rant, I'm sure, sometime in the show. Craig says, "Do you think Superman will be in the movie and do a battle with Black Adam?" So I don't think he's gonna have a big presence in this movie. I'm sure he's gonna have a cameo. But Benny, what do you think on this one? What are your thoughts?
I think it's just a cameo part. Maybe towards the end. I think right now they're just going to focus on Black Adam and maybe just the Justice Society, and maybe set up for a Superman versus Black Adam in the second one. That's what I'm possibly thinking.
Yeah, I would love that. A Black Adam 2, just Black Adam Superman showdown. That'd be a lot of fun too, especially like if they bring in maybe Shazam as well. I would really like that. Last
Shazam. Yep.
American Girl, what do you think? Do you think we're going to be getting a whole lot of Superman in here, cameo, or what do you think?
Definitely, I think it's going to be the big teaser since he's coming back for Dwayne, and this is going to be a big exposition movie. So it'll definitely set something up with the cameos.
Perfect. Yeah. So we're all thinking cameo on that one. So Hisham says, Chris Rock, Dwayne, I love you, G.I. Joe 3. Oh my goodness. Doing a call back to a little bit of the Oscar night. All right. Don't even know what to say to that one, but okay. All right, Kenny, we got Matt Reeves. Will make solo villain movies. He is looking at Scarecrow, Clayface, and Professor Pig. Yeah, I know they have a lot of big plans for Batman stuff. Yeah, Professor Pig, that would be an interesting one. That would go like more horror though, right, Benny? How do you feel about Professor Pig?
Oh, I'm a fan of Professor Pig. I actually cosplayed him a couple times for Comic-Con. So, and I like the version they did for Gotham. So if they did a Professor Pig movie for like HBO or a show, I'm all for it. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, so actually this leads us perfectly into our first question here, and I'm gonna bring this one up so I can make sure we get the question right. But it's our number one question here. So let's start off this pregame show. How do you feel about where we are currently at with the DC extended universe, whatever you want to call it? Now, it's things like this though, where there's a lot of talk, right? A lot of, okay, we want to do this, we want to do that. Once again, where's my Flash movie I've been waiting on? So there's a lot of great talks of all this future possibility. Man of Steel 2, right? Scarecrow, Clayface movie, all this good stuff. But I don't know. I'm feeling a little disappointed here with DC and Warner Brothers or Warner Discovery, whatever you want to call it now, because I think it's a lot of talk and a lot of hyping it up. So I think there's potential there because DC is amazing. You have a ton of characters you can use, but then somebody has to execute on it. Last American Girl, what do you think of where the DC universe is at?
I like where we're heading. I wasn't too big of a fan of the MC universe before. Like I said, I haven't really been too excited about anything. But lately, especially with Batman and the way the Joker is heading, I like that they're no longer just kind of embracing the dark side of things, but rather that they're touching up on what themes make DC so dark. So I like where we're heading, and I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, it's kind of been a mixed bag for me because sometimes you'll have a great DC movie or a movie people really love. Like you said, The Batman. People love that movie. I like that movie. I didn't love it, but I liked it. Wonder Woman, the first one. People love that movie. Wonder Woman 84, not so much, right? The first Suicide Squad movie,
Right.
not so much. But then when James Gunn takes it over, right? There's some love for that one. People
Yep.
like that
Yep.
one. I had a fun time with that one. So, you know what? It's just like it's either hit or miss with DC for me right now. So I think there is that potential. I'm just with DC, I'm gonna have to be cautious on them, just very cautious. Benny, what do you think of the DC universe right now?
I'm really skeptical about it because they hype up a movie and then they shelf the movie, and they hype up another movie, then they shelf another movie. So like, you have to be wary about the DC at the moment. Like the Blue Beetle movie, supposedly it's still coming out, and I'm excited for it, but it might get shelved like the Batgirl movie did. But the other movies they did make, like the Batman, I enjoyed it. The Joker, I love the Joker, the Todd Phillips one. So I was like, that was great. Joker 2, they're making out currently. I'm like, okay, it might be a musical. So I'm like, all right, let's see how it is. But other movies have been hit and miss. 84, I didn't really like, but Suicide Squad I did like. So that's why I'm really skeptical at the moment. I'm a big DC fan though, but we'll see.
Yeah, Benny, and I'm glad you brought that up with the Blue Beetle situation and Batgirl, because even if the movie is made, it used to be once the movie was made, we were good, we were safe. It was going to be released in some way, even if it wasn't to theaters, we would have at least got direct to DVD or now like direct to streaming. All bets are
Yep.
off now. We do not know. It could be made and then a month, 2 months, 3 months before it's released, gone. It's done.
You could star in it, and a couple weeks later be completely removed.
Yep, exactly. You could be hyping it up on the
Yep.
Twitter and everything like that, and then find out what just happened. It's gone. I mean, this is outrageous. Like, what is going on in Hollywood these days? Because that's what gets me so worried. So I'm not going to believe it until I see some of these projects.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to get Black Adam, though, because that gets released in a couple days. People have gotten early screening.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll get that one. Hopefully, knock on wood there. But DC Universe is something I should be super excited for all the time. And I am excited. I love the DC Universe. If I have to pick, and I think somebody has a question like this. Let's see. Let's take a look at this, because this question kind of goes into my talking point. Craig says, will DC have a better year than Marvel? They have the Batman. So I love the DC universe because they have the characters. Like, come on, the granddaddy of superheroes. Batman, Superman. I mean, the Trinity. You throw Wonder Woman in there, but they don't use them. Superman. How has Superman?
Yup.
Think about this. There has never been even a Superman movie. There's been Superman the movie. There's been Man of Steel. There's never been a movie just called Superman. With the granddaddy of superheroes, is that outrageous now that you think about it? Like,
yeah, I didn't even put that together.
No, yeah, because there's been Superman the movie, the Christopher Reeves one, but there's never just been Superman as a movie, right? And you've only had that and Man of Steel. Some TV shows here and there, like that CW stuff, but that's not a movie. I'm the movie man, so I got to talk about the movies. How are we not using our core group of superheroes? I don't understand. We're using side characters, which I'm all for. I love bringing in some side characters, some different things, but don't forget about the core characters. The core characters is the foundation, and then you can build off of that. I mean, DC, we're going, what do they call it? The horse before the carriage, right? Something like that. Like, we're not going in the right way.
How many times has Mr. Fantastic come in movies?
Oh yeah, well, for Marvel, Mr. Fantastic, has showed up a whole bunch of times. So like,
they're doing it.
Yeah, and Marvel gets, like, I don't even think Marvel has really big name characters in comparison to DC characters. Now everybody knows about the Marvel characters with the MCU in the past 10 or so years, but take away the MCU before that, you go ask somebody on the street, like, hey, do you know Batman? Do you know Superman? Yes, they know them. Hey, do you know Thor? It's like, maybe, sort of, the name recognition is different. Like, I would say Spider-Man is Marvel's, like, well-known character, but even Sony owns that. So in comparison,
Yeah, yep.
If DC used their characters, I feel like DC would be destroying Marvel. But with the track records we have to go off of, I'm not going to bet against Marvel because, you know, Marvel has had a great 10 years. To me, they have gotten sloppy, which is, you know, a whole topic for another stream. A little bit too much quantity over quality now for me. Um,
That's fair.
but I don't know. I'm not gonna risk it on DC and say DC is a shoo-in for the best year. How do you all feel, Benny? How do you feel about that? What do you think? Would you bet with
Oh,
DC or
I
Marvel right
I
now?
totally agree. I think still currently Marvel, because like I said, DC's a hit and miss. I know Dwayne Johnson, the Rock, whatever he wants to be referred to now, is trying to rebuild the DC universe and make it bigger and better than these last 5 years or whatever. So maybe they're gonna be good, but like I think I'm still siding with Marvel with movie wise.
Last American Girl, what do you think? Are you? I know you're a Marvel fan, right? So
I'm a
you're also
Marvel
Marvel.
fan, but I might side with DC this time because
DC this time. Ooh.
I feel like
Ah,
there's been so many like DC this entire year DC has been more in the news than Marvel. I mean Marvel has what, two this year? And they just played, they're not even originals, they're sequels, and they're getting, we're done with them afterwards. They come out, we all see it opening night, and we're done with them. Whereas DC, and I've been noticing this trend with the Batman, how people were talking about it for months, and people were going for the rewatches, which is something that hasn't happened before. So
That's a great point.
that's
DC
something.
yeah.
DC has that staying power, and I think when you look back at films, you can see that with DC. Like people still love the Dark Knight trilogy, right? That's my favorite trilogy of all time, right? Even looking back at Superman the movie, that's a beloved classic film. Now with Marvel, do we have a lot of movies like that? Not from the classic days. Now with the MCU, you know, starting timeline and everything, yeah, you could probably say the Avenger movies, those will probably have some staying power in history. But other than that, the kind of one-off stories, I feel like maybe won't keep up so much in time. But great point, Last American Girl. I'm glad you really brought that up.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at some of these comments, and then we'll get back to these pregame questions here. So we got Bob's Blu-rays. He was the channel I was just on. So Bob's Blu-rays, another great blue tuber out there. Does a lot of awesome streams. So thanks for stopping by, Bob. I appreciate it. So yes, Bob says, "Hey, Mike, long time no see. Nice to meet your guest." Yeah, we got Benny. We got Last American Girl. We're gonna have to get them some superhero names eventually for the Mega Mike Movie Man channel. But we'll work on that. We'll have to think of some clever names to go along with that. But yeah, thanks for joining, Bob. Craig again. What is your favorite Craig, we're in a superhero stream now. You were probably watching the horror stream I was just on.
That's a good
Okay,
question,
Yeah.
though.
I guess we'll throw it out there because we're close to the Halloween season, right? We're in October. Halloween is coming up. So mine is the original
Yeah.
Halloween, of course. I'm a big horror fan, slasher fan. That's my second favorite genre behind superhero movies. So I'll go with original John Carpenter's Halloween. Last American Girl, your favorite Halloween movie? And just like Halloween season in general, like spooky season. It can be a family spooky movie.
As
What
far
do you
as
think?
spooky, the one I always watch every year is The Ring. That's one of my family's favorites to watch.
Ooh.
And but I do have to say that another one I rewatch is Disney's Halloween Town.
Oh, I love Halloween Town.
I love
That's
The
a good
first
one.
two Halloween Towns are actually really good, fun family Halloween movies.
all four of them
Yeah.
are amazing.
Oh, okay. You lost me. Once we get the Halloween Town High, that's where it goes off the cliff for me. But I really like the first two. But
Yeah,
then you mentioned The Ring. The Ring, I haven't seen it a second time. I only saw it when I was young in theaters, and I was terrified of that movie. I was absolutely
Yeah.
terrified. The girl popping out of the TV. I can look at a TV for a while after that. Oh my goodness. Benny, how about you? Your favorite Halloween movie or two out there?
Well, I do like some OG slashers, like the original, like Nightmare on Elm Street, stuff like that, Friday the 13th. But probably Beetlejuice. It's really weird and it's funny, but it's still kind of Halloween vibey. So I'd probably say Beetlejuice. I think that one.
Oh, Benny, don't say it one more time because then you know what's gonna happen. You already said it
I know that
twice.
too.
Not a third
I
time,
stopped myself.
okay?
I knew it.
Well, we're gonna
I
get a
caught
fourth
that too.
guest on this live stream, you know?
Yeah, right.
Could you imagine Michael Keaton shows up? How awesome would that be?
Yeah, I heard you talking about me.
All right, awesome. All right, let's see some of these comments here. We got a Jerry. What's up? Hey, Jerry. Thank you so much for stopping by. Much appreciated. Jerry has an awesome collection of movies, too. Some really cool looking stuff. We got Evil Kangaroo. If they work with the main Justice League characters having solo movies, they'll get way more money than these less known characters like Shazam and Suicide. I agree. And I'm fine with the other stuff too, because I really like Shazam. I really like Suicide Squad, but start with the core characters first. And I know it's what MCU did, right? They started with their characters and then built it up to a team up movie. I feel like I don't want to say do exactly the same thing because then it's like, okay, yeah, you are copying the formula, but it was a successful formula. And if it gets us the better movies, then maybe that is what you have to do. I mean, Benny, what do you think? Should they go with that same formula or do what they're doing now and just trying to see what sticks?
No, I think they should stick to the formula because if you're just talking about the three Trinity, and you can do a lot, even just with Batman himself. There's a bunch of stories you can do and bring in a bunch of cameos from all the others. So if you stick with just the core 7 Justice League members and just bounce stories off of them, stuff like that, and bring these two in on one movie and then these two in another, I think they would make a lot more money. Like I remember they were planning on that with the Flash movie. They had Cyborg signed up and Batman was going to be in it, and then they changed writings and directors and this and this and that. So now, but like if they do just stick with those main 7 and branch outwards from that, I think it'd be great. I think it can work out.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to think how else they could do it because I'm sure there's other ways to do it and be successful, but they just haven't had enough consistency so far in their approach. So they got to do something that they think might work a little bit better. Last American Girl, on that, would you say stick with the formula? Would you go with what they're doing, or would you try something way different?
I think each company has to do their own thing and what works for them. I like where they're at right now, so this kind of, I guess, slowly getting into it has been working for them, and they should keep it up.
Yeah, and we're at a weird place with this DC universe. It's like, so we're keeping some of our previous characters, but then we're kind of restarting other characters, right? Like they changed Batman, right? But now they're kind of second guessing that, and they're like, oh wait, maybe we can have 2 Batman in here, or we can have 3 Batman. And now I feel like it might get a little convoluted because they're trying to have everything again with, Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton. I mean, I don't know. To me, it just screams like very sloppy. And I don't want it to get sloppy where it's just, okay, we have no plan, but hey, somebody on Reddit said this would be a cool idea. So let's throw that in there next time. Like we got to get a plan.
Yep.
Okay, stick to the plan. All right. All right, let's see.
Agree. Totally agree.
All right. Evil Kangaroo says, I think they'll get more money. Yep. Yeah, I think we'll see.
All about.
Batman makes the money for sure. Batman, yeah. Make a lot of Batman movies. All right. Here's an interesting question. Would you rather have DC or Marvel never have any live action? What? Okay. Am I reading this question right? Everybody here's an.
I think so.
Would you rather have DC or
I get
Marvel?
that. I get what they're trying to say.
What's the question, Benny? I'm not getting I only get to pick DC or Marvel.
So if you had to choose between, like only for a live action universe for either DC or Marvel, which one would you rather go with? I don't know if they're basing it just currently or just in general. So which one would you rather go with for a live action universe? Just Marvel or just DC?
if it was currently, I'm gonna have to go with the better track record of Marvel, and that pains me to say it because I actually do like DC Comics better. Um, but once again, DC doesn't have the consistency right now because I would love really good Batman movies. I would love really good Superman and Wonder Woman movies, and even Martian Manhunter is another fan favorite of mine. The Flash.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I think they have great rogues galleries. A lot of these characters. And that's something Marvel doesn't really have. Like Marvel has a few standout villains, but I think in terms of rogues gallery comparison, if you look at the comics, I think DC has better rogues galleries in general overall. Maybe that's just my thought, but so I think the potential is there for DC. But if we're going right now, I don't want to bet DC and then it all falls apart. But Benny, what would you say? Would you go DC or Marvel if you had to pick?
For a live action universe, I'd go with Marvel, mainly because DC had like their own little animated movie universe that they're doing, the DC animated verse. I don't know if that's what it was called, and those ones are really good. And they're consistent. And they're connecting from movie to movie, and they're how do I say it? Besides saying they're really good, they're just great. I watched every single one, and I liked them. So I think if they stuck with that, then it could work out. And then stick with the live action for Marvel and let them just kind of fall apart how they do. But that's a topic for a different time.
Yeah, and that's a good positive though, because I do have a lot of the DC animated movies in my collection, and actually some of them are
Yep.
quite good. Some of them are average, but some of them are actually pretty darn good. So, yeah, if we got DC animated stuff and the Marvel live action, yeah, maybe that's the best of both worlds if you have to choose between the both. Because I know Marvel animated is just 9 times out of 10 awful. At best, it's like average.
Yep.
So yeah. Last American Girl. What do you pick? I'm guessing. Well,
Um,
actually, I don't know because you said you were kind of getting on the DC hype train now.
Yes.
What would you
I
pick?
am, but okay. This is I love this question. Whoever asked it, great question. Um, so I consider myself a Marvel girl, but I consider myself Marvel because I love their live action movies. But when it comes down to actual comics, I have read DC comics. I love the Gotham Academy series. I loved watching Teen Titans, and I've read the Starfire comics, and I have DC comics. However, their movies just are long and they take a while, and their production, like Benny knows my favorite DC character, Mr. Scott Pilgrim. He's a video game.
Hey, that's a great movie though.
Okay, it is a great movie. Yeah.
But
For a live action.
For a live action, but a video game, of the cartoons comics before, I would have been fine with just that too. So Marvel is great with the big production, with the big bucks, with the money and the storylines, but when it comes to quality content without the need for external actors, I like DC better.
Wait, so right now, if you have to decide, I don't know if we got like a final answer out of you. Okay, it's like, all right, what's your final answer, DC or Marvel for live action? You get one choice. None of this back and forth.
For live action, Marvel. For everything
Okay.
else, DC.
All right.
But
All right, you
I
pick
think when
Marvel.
it comes down,
There you go.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's get into our second pregame question here, and that's what do we think of Black Adam and the other Justice Society characters? Now, I'm a big Black Adam fan. I mean, I wouldn't say a massive fan because it's not like I'm reading Black Adam comics all day long, but I just always really like the character, and I like how he's the villain of Shazam. And it's basically that idea, all right, you get the Shazam powers, but because he's an adult, right, more corruptible, he becomes a villain. Whereas Shazam, the kid, Billy Batson, he becomes the hero, right? Am I getting that right, Benny? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's basically it. Yeah.
okay, so I like that dynamic right there. So I like Black Adam versus Shazam. Like whenever Shazam is in the mix, I like Black Adam there, even if you throw in Superman as well. But Black Adam on his own, this I'm worried about because I don't want DC just to make every character a misunderstood anti-hero. Like, I want some villains. Like, if someone's a villain, they're a villain. No sugarcoating, like Marvel did Thanos, right? Thanos was a villain from the
Yep.
beginning till the end. Simple as that. No back and forth. And I'm okay with some characters that go back and forth, like Loki is kind of a back and forth character. That's fine. But I don't want too many characters to be in that middle ground, that misunderstood. And I would prefer Black Adam to be a villain. And if this was like a straight up villain movie, I'd be a little bit more excited for that. But how I feel like they're portraying it right now is it's really a anti-hero, misunderstood character, which I'm not super hyped up about that part of it. Now, I do like them bringing in the Justice Society. I think all those characters look really cool. Who do you have with that? You have Hawkman, right? You have what's it called?
Hawkman, yep.
Adam Smash,
Yeah, Adam Smasher, and you also got
Doctor
Doctor
Fate.
Fate and Cyclone.
There you go. Okay, so I'm excited to see those other characters as well, especially Doctor Fate being played by Pierce Brosnan. That's pretty cool because he was always one of my favorite James Bond characters. I mean, Tomorrow Never Dies,
Yeah.
very underrated James Bond movie. So I'm excited to see them. But once again, it feels like it's just going to be a team up like hero movie. And I want to see Black Adam as a villain. That's where I'm kind of torn in between. Benny, what do you think about Black Adam, Justice Society characters?
So I think it's going to be an interesting concept, but I agree with you. I think they're going to go for the whole misunderstood anti-hero thing and then just throw in a villain for them to kind of team up and fight. If I'm correct, it was Sabak was the main villain, and the beginning they're just going to be really a misunderstanding. That's why they're fighting with Black Adam. He's like, I want to do things my way. No, you got to do it this way, type of deal. I am excited though for Doctor Fate because really you don't get too much good live actions of him, and he's like one of the most powerful sorcerers in the DC universe. Adam Smasher, I think they're just gonna play him up for jokes, be the comedic one of the team. Hawkman's gonna be the barbarian of the group, like yeah, trying to be the leader. I'm not too familiar with Cyclone, but she seems kind of has like airbender powers type of thing. So that'll be interesting. So let's hope it's not all a big team up movie just to fight the bad guy. Because I'd rather see Black Adam as a villain than the anti-hero.
Last American Girl, what do you think?
I'm still on the exposition train, so I'd like it to just be solid villain throughout, and to just leave us on a big cliffhanger, ready for him to come in and be the villain at a much bigger scale. So this is just an origin story to kind of get us feeling for him.
Yeah, and it's just kind of odd, especially if they're trying to set up like a Superman versus Black Adam. Well, if we think Black Adam is the hero, then like we're all for Black Adam, we're rooting for Black Adam. Like, oh, okay, what's going to happen when he fights Superman? Is now Superman the villain? And I hate how they often do that. Is they will always kind of turn Superman in a way where he's a little bit more like portrayed not as heroic. They kind of did that with Batman versus Superman a little bit.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I don't want them to do that again. I'm just like, no, like give me a villain, give me a hero. Let's throw down. Whoever wins. Like I want it to be a little bit more like that. So that's just something I am a little worried about. But let's catch up here on the chat a little bit. All right, we got Kenny. Kenny would say Marvel. I think DC has a bright future, while I think Marvel is going downhill. Yes. I want to see MCU Fantastic Four, but Marvel hasn't shown me anything that gives me confidence in that. Yeah, I'll agree. We haven't gotten anything really for Fantastic Four besides the announcement and then seeing John Krasinski. Right? But I don't even think he's
Yeah.
going to be I don't think he was finalized as the choice yet in Fantastic Four, so that's all over the place too. Yeah, Marvel to me has been going downhill a little bit. I mean, all their Disney Plus stuff I find pretty average. There's some standouts, like I really liked WandaVision. I thought Moon Knight was probably the second best, but then all the other ones have kind of been average a little bit. And then like just some of the last ones, like Miss Marvel. I wanted to love Miss Marvel show, but I just didn't really care for it. I'm like, kind of just feels all the same now, very cookie cutter. Uh, what do you think, Last American Girl? Because I know you're a big Marvel fan. How have you been feeling? Has it been going downhill or been going up?
No, I like this little series, and I think that's the best thing that they can do right now. The movies, they're long. You watch them once, maybe you go twice to get excited for it, but then you forget about them. The shows, they have moments that are nice to revisit, and it's nice to go in and watch it every week and everything. I really liked Miss Marvel. I've really been enjoying She-Hulk. I'm not caught up, but it's just it's different, and I like it. I like kind of that easy to watch comedy with superheroes.
And I would say that about She-Hulk. I did find it more like a sitcom show, so it was a little bit easier just to digest that one. It would be like a late night show. I would turn on, maybe have a couple like giggle laughs here and there, and then be good. But I never felt the need to go back and rewatch it though. And I feel like that's how it is with a lot of the Disney Plus shows. Just for me, I don't feel a lot of the times like I want to go back and rewatch. I did rewatch WandaVision because I really like that one. But I don't know, some of them I just feel like I don't have the urge to go back and rewatch like I do with like Avengers Infinity War, right? Like I can watch Infinity War anytime. Captain America, Civil War, Winter Soldier, like let's go. I can watch those all the time, even though they're longer movies. But so Last American Girl, would you say keep focus on the shows, pump out more shows, or would you? So you're all for the shows.
I'm for the shows. Get
Pump
me
out
more
the
shows.
Okay.
I don't have to go to the theaters and fight for tickets.
Oh, there we
that's
have
fair.
it.
That's fair.
Misconvenience streamer over here. Okay, all right, Benny. How do you feel about this? Are you feeling Marvel's going downhill at all? Do you like where they're going? Would you say pump out more shows, pull back? What would you do?
Okay, so I'm on the fence because I do like a lot of the shows. A lot of them have really good moments. I can't really say terrible things about it, but like I haven't gone back and watched any of the shows. I've seen them all once. I'm like, okay, once is enough, and it leads trying to lead you into the greater movie universe, like when they're introducing some of the characters. So I think pumping out shows isn't bad as long as the quality is good for them, because they can't just do shooting one out every 6 weeks, and it just keeps going to keep going down, 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 and we're all going to get bored of it. So I do get it is easier than fighting for tickets. You can just sit there, throw on Disney Plus, and stream it and watch an episode a week. So that I'm on the fence on it, and if I'm being honest. I do like the shows though. I did like what they did with the She-Hulk finale. That was different. I'm not going to say it just in case nobody's watched it yet. No spoilers. I get it. Yeah.
Where are you guys going to fight for these theater tickets? You don't buy the ticket online on the app? You're not buying ahead of time or what?
They sell out. We're from the city.
I know, but
I don't sell out.
I
Mine
know.
don't sell out where I'm from.
Wow,
I can go the morning of and buy a ticket.
And I like I have a particular theater that I like going to.
Oh, picky then. Okay, because I know there's a lot of theaters down there, so the pickiness is coming into play. All right. Okay, let's catch up on a couple of these comments. Yes, we got a Mega Movie Mom in here. Hello, thanks for joining. We got a Craig. Has anyone heard anything good about Avatar movie coming out? Haven't heard anything yet. I mean, it's a decade late, but hopefully it turns out good. I'll never bet against James Cameron, and hopefully he can make the water effects look really cool. So, yeah, he's a good visual director, so hopefully it looks cool if anything else. We got Amazing Anna in here saying hi. We got Craig says that actor in Moon Knight died in a ski trip accident. Oh, yes, that one. I
Yes, it
forgot
did.
what was I don't remember the name of the character. But yeah, that was an unfortunate event. Definitely our thoughts go out to family and friends of that actor. All right, we got Kenny here. I really like the Justice Society. They are DC's first superhero team. There are so many JSA characters they could use. Very excited where they go and who they add on the team down the line. And I will be excited for that if they keep up with it, if it's consistent with it. I don't know if they're going to keep up with it because once again, DC, I get worried about, when you give me something good, I try not to get too excited about it because I'm like, is it going to happen later? Is it going to happen later? Like Batgirl, I was excited for Batgirl. Brendan Fraser as Firefly, I was ready for it. Michael
Yep.
Keaton back, I'm like, yes. And then we didn't get it. And then
Wasn't
yeah.
there a Teen Titans movie that was already cast and in production and everything?
I'm sure there was at some point.
Yeah, they had a time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they even had an announcement of Wonder Twins. I don't know if you all know Wonder Twins, but there was an announcement they were going to do that.
Yep.
And I was kind of excited because I'm like, oh, that's kind of different. That's cool. I remember that. Okay. But then they canceled that. So that's why it's tough to get excited about some DC stuff just because you're like, I don't know if it's going to happen. But if it happens, that'll be super cool. We got Mega Movie Mom here. Wants to see Avatar. Of course, everybody and their mom wants to see Avatar. That's why James Cameron makes all the monies. Not a lot of the money, all the monies. Okay, he makes it all. So, I mean, come on. I mean, he has so many big hits out there: Titanic, first Avatar. I mean, Terminator 2. I mean, you can't bet against James Cameron. So, Craig says, "What? Huh? I think somebody went to your keyboard, Craig. I cannot decipher that." All right, Scarlet Hayes. Oh, Scarlet Hayes. I owe you a shout out, Scarlet Hayes, and I totally almost forgot. I totally apologize. But Scarlet Hayes did an amazing icon for my channel, the Blockbuster with the Mega Mic with the lightning bolt. That was all,
Oh.
my little, what do they call it, an avatar symbol or whatnot. That was all Scarlet Hayes. So thank you so much, Scarlet Hayes. Scarlet Hayes, put in the chat your channel because I know it's a different channel name, but definitely link that channel name in the chat so I can shout that out as well. Because I know it's a different name, but we'll shout that out. Here we go. Did you shout me? There we go. See, I was already thinking it. Yes. Sorry, Scarlet Hayes. I did not do it sooner. But is that what it's called? PFP? I don't know. Okay.
Profile picture.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I'm like, what? What are all these acronyms?
Okay.
I'm not with the young people.
I had no idea what it was either.
All right. Profile pic. Yeah, Scarlet Hayes. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Scarlet Hayes does some phenomenal artwork. Really cool stuff. Yeah. It's no problem. La File's not that big. Also, tell me if you want to think. Hey, yeah, Scarlet Hayes, you're like my go-to on all that stuff. So truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, let's get to more of these discussion questions. And once again, everybody, leave those comments so we can answer them, read them out. We love the discussion questions. It makes it more fun, makes it more interactive, getting the audience involved. So definitely leave more comments and questions about Black Adam, DC Universe in general, or if you want to throw in another movie question, sure, go for it. We've been getting some of those tonight, so why not? All right. So our next discussion question here is, all right, how do we like Shazam, just in general, the movie Shazam, and do we think this movie is going to connect to Black Adam at all? So I actually just the other day, I don't know if people saw my Instagram post, but, I posted my, Shazam Steelbook 4K with all my little Shazam family pops. And so I watched that movie again, and I'm going to say this movie is amazing. Shazam is fantastic. It is such a fun time. And I forgot how funny the movie is. The movie has great comedic moments, but not only that, it balances in the drama. So when we need to get serious, we get serious. We get emotions. We have the great family themes. I love that for a Shazam movie. It works perfect. It's a good holiday movie as well. Fun action moments, but once again, the comedy. I didn't realize, I forgot about the comedy in it. I was just laughing so much throughout the movie. So it's a fun time. Benny, what do you think of Shazam?
I really like Shazam. It was different than what the darker DC movies that they're doing. So I was like, it's nice, it's comedic, but it has heartfelt moments. Like when he goes and sees his mom and all that, and he gets all sad. But then afterwards, when he actually connects with the family, I thought it was great. And like you said, the comedy when he's lightning, lightning with my hands, do. All that was funny to me. I really enjoyed Shazam, and hopefully they can tie Black Adam and Shazam together because that'd be a different dynamic. Because one's all heartfelt comedy, a teenager in a big guy's body, and the other one's like a dark, broody teenager adult that's corrupted by power. So it'd be a nice feuding thing. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I really want to see that too. A Shazam Black Adam throwdown, and then Superman, shows up, helps Shazam out. That would be such an awesome movie. But it's kind of weird right now because I don't think we're getting Shazam and Black Adam. At least there's no mention of it. I don't know if there's going to be a cameo or anything like that. But we have a Shazam 2 coming out, Shazam Fury of the Gods. We were supposed to get it in the holidays, but they delayed that one, which, that's DC, extended delayed universe, of course. So I don't think Shazam's going to really connect much at all unless there's just some like exposition, like background info, maybe with the Wizard, with Black Adam. I could see maybe a little bit of that at the beginning, which I think would be a really good tie-in idea. They should do that. They explain, the origin powers with the Wizard and all that. Or, at least give us a cameo too at the end, something like that. But that's the movie I want to see. I want to see Shazam throw down with Black Adam. And that's why I'm a little cautious on this Black Adam movie, because it looks like they're doing something different. They're going with Justice Society of America, and we're not really including Shazam at all. So that's a little weird to me initially, but I don't know. Hopefully it turns out to still be a good movie. Last American Girl, what'd you think of Shazam? And do you think it's going to tie in at all? Would you like it to tie in? What do you think?
I really liked Shazam. When I first watched it, I thought it was just completely different from anything that DC had done. It was more on the Scott Pilgrim vibes with the funny comedy. But it was very family friendly and heartfelt. It was a roller coaster. It took you through every emotion, and I like that in a movie. Not to mention the actor Zachary Levi. He's just he's so funny, and I love seeing actors portray younger, goofy selves. I think it adds it and a different dynamic. So that's really exciting. In contrast to apparently Black Adam, how he's supposed to be really, really old and immortal, and just has had all of this life experience going up against someone who is brand new at life and brand new to these powers. So I hope they tie in clash, but well.
Yeah, I hope it balances out and I hope they don't make Black Adam like a Shazam kind of ripoff. Like, I don't want him to be the comedic character. Like, save that for Shazam, right? Because he's a kid character. And once again, like you said, Zachary Levi, perfect casting. I mean, it's just like a big kid, personality, just very funny. So I like that dynamic, but then hopefully they make Black Adam more serious. And I'm okay if there's a little bit of comedy in Black Adam. I just don't want it to be overdone. So hopefully it pulls back a little bit on the comedy for me. But then when they clash, that should be really epic, hopefully in a future movie. But you don't think then Shazam's going to, be in here too much than Last American Girl, would you say? You think they're saving Shazam for his own
maybe sequel? Do we do end credits here? Can we do an end credit?
I know that would be an awesome end credit scene. Yeah. They should do that. That's what they should. I mean, you know what? It's a possibility. I think that would be a good idea because then it promotes the next Shazam movie anyway, so it would make sense.
That'd be real good.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at our fourth pregame question here, and then we're going to get back to the comments. So definitely keep throwing in those comments down below. But our fourth question in here, and we're just mentioning it, is what cameos we would like to see in Black Adam. So just mentioned Shazam. I would love to see Shazam show up in some way, shape, or form. At least the mention with the wizard and powers, but I would really like to see Shazam in there. I don't know how they would do it. Maybe they just show like Billy Batson for part of it, whether it's an end credit scene, something. I don't know, but I do want to see Shazam. I don't think we will get Shazam, but I'm hopeful. I want to see Shazam. Superman, right? That's the one everybody's really looking forward to. Now, I cannot confirm it because I have not seen the movie. Yeah, I know there's a million rumors out there and speculation and news articles. I'll leave that to you all to look up if you want to, or to go in fresh. So I don't have any spoilers here, but I would love to see Superman appear so we know, hey, maybe we are going to get a Superman throwdown with Black Adam. Maybe it is just to set up a Man of Steel 2 movie, because we need a Man of Steel 2. Man of Steel is a very underrated superhero movie. It's one of the best superhero movies of all time. I don't know how we don't have a Man of Steel 2. This is outrageous. But those two cameos for sure. Now, I don't know if this is this going to be the full-on villain? And Benny, you're going to help me out with this knowledge here. That little caterpillar guy that was at the end of the Shazam credits, is he in this movie? Do we know that yet?
Is he in the new Shazam movie or the new Black Adam movie?
Oh, good question. Is he in the Black Adam movie at all, or no? You think they're saving him for Shazam?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they're going to save him for Shazam, yeah.
Okay.
Because he's going to help Dr. Savani escape, and they'll do their own little things. So I think that'll be all Shazam 2 type
I'll
of
be all
into.
for Shazam. And that works fine, but I don't know. I want to see more connective tissue between Black Adam and Shazam. And I feel like this movie, they're not going to do that, which I'll be okay with if they still make a good movie. If they make a bad movie, though, I'm going to tear it apart and say, hey, you should have done this. Winning cures everything. But, I mean, those are all the cameos that I would most want to see. Now, if they want to throw in another DC character, another Batman, a Flash to show up, an Aquaman, sure, go for it. But I don't think it's needed. I think we'll be fine without them. Benny, what do you think? What do you want to see for cameos here?
Well, a good one that would connect Shazam and Black Adam would be the Wizard. If they show a little bit of Black Adam origin and show the actual Wizard, then that'd be a good way to connect it. But one that I just thought of as you were talking that would be really good would be some OG JSA members, like the OG Green Lantern, Alan Scott, or even Jay Garrick's Flash. If they did like a little quick 5-minute backstory on the JSA before they got some of these new Atom Smasher Cyclone members, they show Dr. Fate and Hawkman like kind of creating JSA, and it shows Jay Garrick in the background or running around to his seat or stuff like that. I mean, their original Atom. If they have small, cool cameos like that, I think that'd be great. That would be really exciting to see.
Benny, that is a brilliant idea. You get the Brilliant Idea Award tonight because just right when you said that, Jay Garrett, the original Flash there, that would have been so cool.
Yep.
Now, I don't think we're going to get it just because we never get any Flash. It's how it goes. But that'd be so awesome. That'd be a wonderful idea. Last American Girl, what do you want to see for cameos?
The standard, Superman and Shazam. Maybe some Batman.
No Aquaman? No Aquaman?
We're done with that, sir.
All right. Oh, but you said Batman. Which Batman?
Let's go with Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Because, I mean, you could get all three, right? You could get Ben Affleck. You could get Michael Keaton.
So
just Pattinson, that's all you want?
Yep, that's all I want. So in the animated series, in the animated series, he's like before the council, and they're like, "Oh, did you know that Shazam was a kid?" And Batman's the only one that goes, I knew.
All right, it could happen. You never know. I wouldn't be shocked.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's catch up on these comments in the chat here. Craig says I had my phone in my pocket. That's what we assumed. I'm like, unless we're trying to decipher a code here, but I think typo. All right, no worries, Craig. Thank you for still keeping us on. Why we're in the pocket. Hey, the playtime, it means a lot. We appreciate it. All right, Kenny says I saw Shazam maybe a month ago and loved it. One of my favorite superhero movies, probably my favorite DCEU movie so far. Haven't seen the Suicide Squad or Zack Snyder's Justice League. Put those on the list, Kenny. That is your homework this weekend. You have to see both of those. The Suicide Squad is really fun. You do get that hyper violent, James Gunn style in there, but it's still a very fun movie. A lot of good comedy. Zack Snyder's Justice League. You know what? I'm going to give you extra time for the homework because the movie takes about a week to play. So I'll give you a second week, okay? Just because I know it's the long run time there. But that's a really good movie as well. I don't think it's perfect. I would say it's still probably about 40 minutes too long. But if it was like 3 hours 20, 3 hours 15, it would have been perfect. But really good movies. But yeah, Shazam is a good movie. It's an easy watching movie. It's one, like, if I just want a kind of a chill movie that I don't want to think too much about, I'm like, put on Shazam. I'll have a good time. I'll have some laughs. Perfect movie. So I really like Shazam. I think Shazam would be high up on my list too. It may be, I don't know. It might be, not better than Man of Steel, but it would probably be top 3, at least top 5 for sure. But it might be top 3. Benny, what do you think? Where would
top
you
3 on
put
what
Shazam?
list?
Oh, what would be on my top 3 list?
No, what's the list of what?
Oh, DC movies.
DC movies, okay.
Like all the DC movies?
Of all, well, DCEU. Because then I would pick like Dark Knight movies and all that. DCEU.
Yeah.
What do you think, Benny? Where would you put Shazam? High up there or?
DCEU, yeah, kind of high up there, yeah. But like, for me, it'd probably be the Joker up top because, like, I'm a big Joker fan and Joaquin Phoenix fan, so that one's probably up top. But yeah, that one was probably one of my favorites. The Batman was really good, really long, but really good. Shazam's probably top 5. I'd say top 5.
But Benny,
because it was better than some of the other ones. Like,
I was gonna say, but Benny, you're counting Joker as DCEU then, not an Elseworld story?
Yes, because
extended.
No, because DCXU is more like the expanded universe. So I kind of count a little bit of everything. So I kind of count Joker, I count Batman, I count all of them. It's more like a multiverse type of deal. So I'm kind of counting it all together rather than just the what's called Ben Affleck's Batman, Batman versus Superman, Justice League, Wonder Woman, Flash. Rather than just those, I'm counting them all together as a whole.
Fair enough. Then Joker's number 1 for me as well. So yeah, Joker's amazing. Last American Girl for you, would Shazam be high up there?
It would. I'm trying to remember her name, but she seems to be a common thread in my top DCs. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's in Scott Pilgrim and she's in Birds of Prey that I did like. But Shazam is up there too. But along with Batman and Joker, there are good DC movies.
But when DC like does good, they do good. Like they like knock it out of the park, like home runs.
Definitely.
We just got to get the consistency going with them. So, all right, let's take a look at our next discussion question, and we have, I think we're on question 5 here. What did we think of the Black Adam trailers? Now, because we got a couple trailers, right? Some teasers in there, some TV spots. I think they look fun, but I don't know. I felt like there was a little bit too much comedy interjected into them. I thought that was a little off. I don't know. It didn't give us a whole lot of the story. It just showed us, okay, we got Black Adam. He's a very powerful character. We got Justice Society of America characters. Looks like they're going to team up in some way. We didn't get a whole lot of showing a villain, though, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did it show a lot of a villain in there? Like a whole lot, or did I totally miss
No,
it?
no, not really.
Not a lot, right?
I
So I
think they
didn't
like
get
showed like a little part of the villain.
just a little bit, right? Yeah, so I didn't get too much out of that. So, I mean, I'm just guessing what the story is going to be. Now, in terms of a trailer, does it make me want to watch the movie more? Not necessarily. I thought it was a decent trailer, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm so hyped now. I can't wait. I want to go right now and watch it. I'm like, oh no, that's an okay trailer, superhero trailer. I wasn't blown away by it, but that was just my thoughts. There's some cool visual effects though and all that. Benny, what do you think of the trailers?
No, I agree. Sometimes I don't like watching trailers because they give away too much, and sometimes some trailers don't. I wasn't really when I watched this trailer. I was like, all right, they're making a Black Adam movie. It might be good. I'm still gonna watch it, but I wasn't like overly the top excited like they did for Infinity War or stuff like that. Like when the Infinity War trailer dropped at like a Comic-Con and only they saw it, I went online and I like went to the dark web and found like camcorders of that trailer. But I wouldn't do that for the Black Adam trailers, is what I'm saying. I wasn't overly excited. There was one part that I thought was kind of cool when like he's flying next to the airplane and he kind of hits the wing off one of them. It was kind of like a nice nod to the first Iron Man movie when he's flying by the airplanes. I think that's what they were going for. But all in all, I wasn't really too excited about the trailers.
Yeah, and you make a good point. They didn't give too much away, which can be a good thing because we don't want to know everything about the movie before we go see it. So hopefully they just gave us kind of that flavor of the movie and, something just stuns us when we go see it. Something's awesome. Like they didn't put, Doomsday in here, right? With the Batman via
Yeah.
Superman trailer. Like, you showed us Doomsday and Wonder Woman and all that stuff. So I'm glad they didn't go that direction with the trailer. I'll say that. Last American Girl, what'd you think of the trailers?
Give me too much Scorpion King vibes. I don't know.
Hey, that movie's underrated. I didn't say it was a great movie.
I didn't say it was bad.
It's not terrible.
I liked it. Guilty pleasure right there.
So I love The Rock. I think he is a phenomenal actor in so many different ways. Tooth Fairy also comes up to mind. So I like seeing good actors be in DC movies because I think DC is one of those things that since the storylines are already so great and solid that it's really the actor that makes them. So I have high hopes with the trailers because of this.
Yeah, and DC never has a problem with getting the talent. Like they always get good actors. I mean, they get good talent. It's just having it flow together in a certain way, I guess, execute on it. But yeah, we do get, and we got to talk a little bit about Dwayne The Rock Johnson, right? Black Adam. Supposedly he's supposed to, save the DC universe and this be a DC game changer, which they always say for every DC movie of all time. So I don't know if I'm buying into that. But The Rock, he can sell tickets. I will give him that. He's probably one of the last like action stars, very charismatic personalities that people I think will go see the movie just because it's The Rock. And we don't have a lot of those actors left anymore. I mean, you can think like a Ryan Reynolds or like a Tom Cruise maybe, but you don't have a lot of those like big action stars anymore. So it did feel like we did get a large focus on him, of course, but it is called the Black Adam movie. So once again, I hope they bring out that villain side. I don't want it just to be the charming charisma, give us some laughs, which I mean, some of it's fine, but also I want to see The Rock just villain side as well, like give me that back to his wrestling days. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Like I want it to, he's ready to throw down. So hopefully we get some of that. All right, let's catch up on the comments here. How do you think the Death Note show by Duffer Brothers will be? They're doing a Death Note. Didn't they already do Death Note? That's an anime, right? They had the anime and then they did a movie. I remember the movie not being so good. So now they're doing a
Nope.
show. The Duffer Brothers, they did Stranger Things, so I mean they're capable TV directors. I don't know. I'm not a massive Death Note fan
I have
though.
a question here. Death Note, like the anime?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Apparently
The
they're
anime.
doing a live action show, right, Benny?
well, that's
What do you know
cool.
about this one, Benny?
I actually didn't know they were doing a live action show. I
I
did not
didn't
like the
either.
live action movie at all.
The one that's set in
But
Seattle, that one
we'll
was
see.
weird.
It's the Duffer Brothers.
Yeah, the movie
Yeah, the
was
Netflix one was
pretty
really weird. I didn't like
forgettable.
it.
Hey, but that's what you
But
get when you
a show will
love
be
streaming so
interesting.
much.
I mean, the original show was good. It was really good.
Yeah, it was real good.
So it can only go downhill from here, Scarlet Haze. That's all we have to say. But yeah, no, hopefully it turns out great. I want every show to turn out amazing, but we will have to see. All right, let's see. Evil Kangaroo. I watched Shazam a few days ago. It was honestly one of the best DC movies I've seen. I think it's a 9 out of 10. I don't do ratings for movies, but it'd probably be around that if I did. It's an awesome movie. Yeah, really great one. All right, we got Scarlet Haze in here. You're almost at 800 subscribers. Congratulations. Yes, almost 800, everybody. If you're
Oh,
watching this right now and you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell. And if you're already a subscriber, tons of things you can do to help. Smash that like button. Likes are very underrated. It's so easy to do. And I know people forget it all the time. So if you're in here, you're watching, just take that little extra step, hit that like button, because then it's going to get recommended out to more people. And then hopefully that brings in more subscribers and we can build this mega league of film fans here. But if we do get the 800 subscribers, I want to do another live stream. Hopefully we can get to there by this weekend. We'll do a live stream Q&A celebration. We'll have a fun time. Maybe I'll give out a free movie digital code. Like, it's going to be a party. So hopefully, we can get to that level. But definitely share out this video. You guys have my permission. Share it out on Instagram, all your other social media platforms. Let people know, hey, check out this channel. It's a fun time if they love talking movies and just being surrounded by the movie community. All right. Thank you so much again, Scarlet Haze, for mentioning that. All right. We got Send Stuff. Agree, man. Man of Steel should have gotten a sequel. I mean, how did it not? It's such a good movie, but a lot of people didn't appreciate it during the time. And I will say, when I first saw it in theaters, I probably didn't appreciate it as much as I should. But every time going back and watching it again and again, it gets better. It's an amazing movie. Visually, it's stunning. And it's just a well put together movie. I know people complain about, oh, you got all this destruction at the end. Superman wouldn't do that. Superman wouldn't kill Zod, blah, blah, blah. Hey, he was Superman for a day. He just learned how to fly. You don't think there's going to be some destruction? And then everybody gives Pattinson Batman a pass like, oh, 2 years. He's a young Batman who's going to mess up and stuff. It's Superman for a day. You didn't give Superman the slack, but you gave Batman the slack. This is ridiculous. No, you gotta give Superman some slack too, okay? He's just trying to do the right thing. He's doing the best he can with the tools he got, okay?
Aww.
All right, that's my little rant on Man of Steel right there. But Man of Steel, very underrated superhero movie. If you haven't seen it in a while, I'm telling you, go back and watch it. It's a good movie. All right, we got Craig here. Is WandaVision getting a standalone movie or just Disney? I think they're sticking with Disney Plus. I don't think Wanda is going to get her own movie, at least not in the near future. But I mean, she seems to be a popular character, so who knows when Marvel runs out of more ideas? Maybe we'll see. You never know. It's a Marvel fake death universe, so everybody and anybody can come back through 20 different dimensions. So yeah. Scarlet Hayes says, my brother forced me to watch an Amazon original animated show called Invincible. I love Invincible. I was not so sure about it, but I love it. Great show. Yes, Benny, you like that one too?
I watched it. I read the comics. Robert Kirkman is just amazing. Read the comics. It'll get you.
The show was really good. That first episode, the ending, of the first episode because I didn't know I
Oh,
was on board yet. But the ending, I'm like, what am I watching? What is this? This is not a kid cartoon here at all. This is so. I mean, really great, excellent, excellent. All right, let's see. A few more chats and we'll get through these questions because I don't want to keep you guys too long here. Kenny says, I really hope we don't get Black Adam as Man of Steel 2 villain. There are so many good Superman villains. Brainiac would be so cool. I'm going to go now. Hope you enjoy Black Adam. Oh, thank you, Kenny, for stopping by. So much appreciation for you. And if you can watch any of this else on the replay, definitely go back when you get a free chance. Watch the replay. Much appreciated. But yeah, I hope Black Adam is a good movie, but I would agree. There's so many good Superman villains. You got Parasite as well, I think is one. Metallo. I mean, there's villains out there they can definitely use. Benny,
yeah.
what are some other villains that are your favorite from Superman they haven't really used?
Well, I think Brainiac would be a really good choice. I like that option. But wasn't Brainiac in Suicide Squad?
Was he?
Right?
No,
Oh no,
that wasn't Brainiac. That was the Thinker. That's a past villain.
That was a Thinker. No. I had my people confused. No, Brainiac would be great. That'd be a really good one.
Yeah, Brainiac is like one of the main Superman villains.
Yeah. He has the things on his head, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It took me a second. I was like, wait.
Oh yeah, no worries. There's a lot of good villains out there. You can even use Bizarro. Like that would be a fun villain.
Oh,
like,
that'd be good.
With it. Let's do something, you know. All right, we got Bob's Blu-rays here. I might hold off on Black Adam till November. I'm stuck with horror and Halloween themed movies, so that's what I've been watching all this month. So like, I need a little breather. I need to get a little bit of superhero movies in there. That's why I'm so happy I watched Shazam because I've been watching all these like horror movies this month, and I'm like, Shazam was just a good kind of like a fresh breath movie. Made me laugh a little bit, so that was fun.
A palate cleanser.
Let's see. Bob's Blu-rays. Mike, you don't have the link to your guest channel. Somebody tell me the channel names and I'll subscribe. Wait, you guys don't have YouTube channels, right?
No,
I don't.
Bob, that's why there's no links there. I'm a good host. I promise. If they had the links, I would have put them there.
You just picked us off.
But you guys have Instagram though, right? You guys want to let everybody else out
well,
there
if anyone's interested in concert content, I go to weekly concerts. Last American Girl is my handle. So yay!
There you go. Benny, you want anybody following you out there?
Sure. Mine is B to the Bennyth Power. That's my Insta.
Oh, see, Benny, you already got a superpower name. So there you go.
There it is. Yeah, B to the Bennyth.
All right. Okay, we got Scarlett Hayes here says, oh yeah, I just hit 100 subs. Awesome, hey, Scarlett Hayes. That's great. Hey, 100 subs, that is the toughest. Like literally like your first 100, awesome. Like it's really tough. Like after that it gets a little bit easier, but still tough. But congratulations. All right, Scarlett Hayes, we got I want to start reading mangas, right? That's anime books, if I'm correct. Yes. I know your channel is mostly about movies, but you have any recommendations on manga? I'm not the manga person. I would be recommending like reading Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. Last American Girl, you got anything?
I'm the manga person, but I like the cutesy ones. I did read Death Note. Excellent artwork, everything on it. My sister's a big Naruto fan, but I personally am a Fruits Basket fan. If you guys could read the Fruits Baskets manga, like that is a beautiful little story, and there's a show on Funimation that follows it really nicely. There's an old version. Don't watch the old version, the new version. And those are my manga recommendations.
All right. And Benny, you got any recommendations?
I do. My Hero Academia. I know it's a big anime. A lot of people watch it, but read the manga. It's going crazy right now. My Hero Vigilantes, which is a spin-off from that one. And then another one, if you like sports animes, Haiku. It's about volleyball. It'll tug at your heartstrings. That one's really great too.
Awesome. Excellent recommendation. I'm glad you two were here for that because I'm like, mangas. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Is it mangas, mangoes? I'm saying it wrong. But you
Mangas.
guys,
Manga.
manga. There you go. So you guys totally covered that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I gotta read more of those myself, but am I going to? No, sorry. I'm gonna be watching movies. Maybe a TV show, but that's about it. I should though. All right. But hey, once it gets turned into a TV show or movie like My Hero Academia,
Like Death
great
Note.
show. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Craig says Lex Luthor. Yeah, he's the go-to Superman villain, so you can always throw him in there. But that last Luthor we got, Jesse Eisenberg's Luthor, he's putting Jolly
Jesse
Ranchers
Eisenberg.
in people's mouths and stuff. If they can do a different kind of Lex Luthor,
I
then
love
sure.
Jesse.
Oh, I think he's a talented actor, and but just the performance of Lex Luthor, I don't know if that was.
I thought it was cute.
I liked it. I thought it was creepy. It was weird, but I liked
It
it.
made him realistic, like a real person.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
If you want menacing, though, get
someone I've met before.
You met somebody
Yeah.
putting Jolly Ranchers in people's mouth. Maybe you should stay away from people like that. Say, hey, if somebody's doing that out there, that's a little bit too far, okay? All right. Okay, send us stuff. Brainiac for sure. Bizarro would be a good one too. Yep. Bob's Blu-ray. Wow, no channels. Okay, bummer. Hey, you never know in the future. It's all right. They'll be
maybe we'll make some
forever. Yay. All right. Weekly concerts. Oh my. Oh yeah, you go to some awesome concerts too.
Yeah.
A lot of the 90s punk rock stuff, right?
Mhm.
That's good stuff. Yep.
90s punk and K-pop.
All right, Bob says, sounds like my sister. She loves concerts. That's my wife right there. My wife loves going to like raves and all that stuff. Orange is a good manga.
You guys should come with me to one of these days.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'd be fun. Concerts. You know what? I don't go to too many concerts myself, but I should go more. Absolutely. Yeah, me and the wife, we need to go party it up.
Go.
Well, all three of us would go together, and you bring the wife. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's gonna be a real party now. All right, Scarlett says, I actually play I said almost piano. No, piano. There we go. Can I talk today? And after I seen your lie in April, my lie. What is that?
It's an anime.
Oh, okay. I'm like, did I tell a lie? Am I not being honest? I apologize. I thought I was giving you guys the truth on movies out there. All right. Scarlett Hayes says, hey, Mike, have you ever thought about acting? And that would be awesome. Does somebody want to pay me to be an actor all day, every day? But I have not gotten any calls yet, but that would be wonderful.
You can sign up. My cousin, actually, she was in Doctor Strange as an extra, and she's been in a couple music videos with the Biebs and
I'm no extra. Okay, this is A-lister talent. I want 10 million a movie. Okay,
Mike, main character.
I'll write that movie for you. I'll write it, and you be the main star. How does that sound?
Hey, yeah, we need to get a movie going for real. Like, actually, one of these days, we're gonna make an independent film, and it's gonna be terrible, but it's gonna be awesome because
you're gonna review it.
And it was really difficult. And it will get us our start. But hey, this is a good point. The SHAZAM director started with a fan film, like YouTube, like just making a movie, putting it out on the internet. And then he got called to do, I think it was a horror movie. It was one of the Annabelle movies. And like Lights Out, I think that was maybe the first one. And then he got the SHAZAM job. So he started with just making a movie on his own. So it's possible, it's totally possible. So we're going to keep hope alive. All right, let's see. Let's get into more of these discussion questions because I don't want to keep everybody here too long. So let's get through some of these. But keep definitely throwing in some comment questions, everybody. Let's see. So we're on question 6 here. How do we think the Black Adam story will play out without any leaks, right? We're not going to spoil anything, just our predictions. And I think we've kind of talked a little bit about this already, but I think they'll introduce Black Adam. They'll give us the exposition, hopefully with the Wizard. Maybe shout out a little bit of Shazam in there, and then basically we'll have Black Adam, I guess, taking revenge, right? Because something happened to his family, right? That's from the comics, right? I think like something bad happened to his family, so he gets these powers now, but he gets power hungry. He takes out all these people. Hopefully they make that like a brutal scene in the movie. I hope they really like go for that storyline. But then we'll see Black Adam meet this JSA group of characters. Howdy, they team up, right? Or, well, maybe they fight each other at first, right? We got to have our first fight introduction. But then probably a new evil comes out, a bigger threat, and Black Adam wants to be the big guy on the block. So he has to take out the final threat with JSA. And then hopefully what I would want them to do is then after that, they make Black Adam full-on villain like, hey, I just had you guys help me take out this bigger threat. So now I'm the new powerhouse in town. Everybody kneels before Black Adam. That'd be kind of cool. We'll see if it goes that way. Benny, how do you think the story is going to play out?
Kind of similar. They're going to do a lot of his backstory about how he got his powers, his family murdered, and that how he got the power hungry. And then they're going to do like a big time gap, like maybe 5,000 years or something, because that's how it was kind of in the comic. And he's going to wake up in the modern time. And then when he does that, that's when he's not going to know what's going on. It's going to be all confusion, destroy helicopters and planes and people that are shooting at him. Then Amanda Waller is going to send the JSA after him. And then that's when they fight. And then eventually the big bad comes. He fights the big bad with them. And then he's like probably stays at the place he was, like, this is my kingdom now type of deal. I think that's basically is how it's going to go down.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that fish out of water component, right? Where he's waking up many, hundreds, thousands of years later. Well, hopefully they don't play too much into the fish out of water, because I am getting a little tired of fish out of water stories, because like Wonder Woman did that, right? And we've seen other superhero movies do that same thing. So hopefully that's just a little bit of it. Hopefully they don't spend too much time on that. Last American Girl, how do you think the story is playing out?
I think we get so flashback to him, little side story. He has a family, family taken away. He gets these powers. He gets chosen for this for whatever reason. Then gap in time, Shazam, fight, cameos, and set up for the next movie.
Oh yeah, definitely. Can't forget the cameo. Gotta get the movie.
No.
All right. Let's see. Let's go to our next question here. Question 7. Now, how are we going to rank our excitement for this movie in comparison to other DC projects out there? So my level right now, and I'm usually pretty hyped up on DC movies, but I feel like I've been too lenient lately on my excitement levels, and then I get really disappointed. I learned my lesson from Halloween Ends, so I'm not going to give this one a 7 excitement. You know what? I think I'm kind of in the middle. I think I'm at 5. I think I'm going to go
really
5.
Low.
It's low for me, but I don't want to get burnt again. Like when I'm all hyped up for these movies and then I find out like, what did I just watch? I've been burnt too bad. So I'm going to go 5 because there's some things in there that do kind of throw me off a little bit. Like, are we making Black Adam, the sensitive hero, the more, anti-hero? I don't really like that angle. So, you know what? That's kind of pulling it back a little bit for me. And once again, we're not getting like a Shazam fight in this, I don't think. We're not going to, if we get Superman, quick cameo, so we're not getting like a lot of Superman in here. So right now, I will say 5. I feel good at 5. Benny, what's your excitement level?
Agreed. 5 is a solid number. I wasn't really too excited for this movie. I'm still going to watch it, but I'm not going to rush to the theaters and wait in line for an hour to watch it. I'll buy my ticket the morning of and watch it, but I'm not going in with like super excited. Like I said, kind of like what I did for Thor. I was excited for that one. It kind of just dropped. So I'm not. I'm not gonna raise my hopes on this one.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Why'd you
I've
say
been hurt
Thor?
before.
Why'd you say Thor 4? I'm gonna have to drop it down now. We're gonna drop this down to about a 2 now, so I really don't get disappointed. All right.
Yeah.
Last American Girl. Oh, well, actually, this could be a good thing because never mind. I won't say anything. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to get into any spoilers or nothing. Last American Girl. What do you think? What's your excitement
I'll
level?
give it one more hope. I'll give it a 6. I am excited to see this because I haven't been to the movies in a while, and well, I've been, but like not to like a superhero movie kind of thing.
Yeah, I haven't been to the
my
movies
family's
since,
actually
like,
excited to go
yesterday,
see this, so it's gonna be a whole family thing. So that's nice.
There you go. See, yeah, it can just be a fun family time. So I'm surprised, Last American Girl, you're the optimistic one out of us tonight with the 6. But you like Thor: Love and Thunder, right? Like you enjoyed that superhero movie. You had a good time with it, right?
It was okay.
Oh, wait, I thought before you were on the positive side.
I'm on the bright side of it. I liked it. I liked the screaming goats. But again, it's not one I would rewatch. Like I saw that you posted that you got a really cool DVD, Blu-ray set of it.
4K, a 4K.
Yeah,
Hey, we're the premium around this channel. We're the ultra high definition, okay?
And it looked really good, but I was just like, would I want to buy this? No.
I didn't want to buy it either. And I did. And that's what makes me so sad about it. When I get a bad superhero movie, it hurts because I'm like, I know I'm going to have to watch you again, especially when I do a marathon. Like, I know I'm going to have to include you there. And that's what makes the suffering so much worse. That's why I hope this movie isn't terrible, but we'll see. All right, let's see. Once again, everybody, make sure you're leaving some questions and comments in the chat. Make sure you're leaving some of those so we can read those off. And thank you, everybody who's been sticking around for us. And of course, thank you, anybody that watches on the replay as well. We love that too. Scarlett Hayes says, sorry, I got to go. Have a good night. Thank you so much, Scarlett Hayes, for joining us and all the support. All right, Cinestiff. That would be a good idea. I mean, why not? Chris Stuckman went from movie critic to director. Yeah, that's true. But he also has millions of subscribers. So if I get that level and I get that money one day, definitely we'll start a production company. We'll get the movies going. So that would be really awesome. But that's a cool story. That is a really cool story, though. We'll have to see. We'll have to check back on this channel in 10 years.
We're a trio. We're like the perfect ratio of trio. Like,
yes. We are the trinity of the Mega League of Film fans. All right. So let's take a look at this next question here. Question 8. All right. Our prediction for how much this is going to make at the box office opening weekend. We'll just talk domestic here. So we're not going to talk worldwide. We're not going to mention that, just domestic here. So opening weekend, we're in October. This isn't a super hyped up superhero movie. It's Black Adam. No one's seen Black Adam before. Shazam did okay, but not amazing. So I'm thinking, I definitely don't think any more. And you know what? I think, do I want to say 50? 50 million opening weekend. Definitely not more than 70. But you know what? I'm leaning towards 50. I feel comfortable at 50. Benny, what do you think for opening weekend?
I was going to go 60 and some change because it is a decent movie and they haven't really been doing good since before COVID, but it is a Rock movie and everybody loves The Rock. So maybe I'm gonna go with 60. 60 is gonna be mine. It's not gonna break the 70. It's not gonna hit 100 plus like Top Gun Maverick. It's gonna go like 60.
And I was kind of thinking about that 60 number too, but then I'm like, yeah, it's a superhero movie, so it's gonna make some money, but it's Black Adam. We haven't seen a Black Adam movie. It's not a Batman movie, right? It's not a Superman movie. It's not a Wonder Woman. It's a Black Adam movie. So that's where I felt
that might help it
just a little bit. You think that helps that it's an unknown character?
It might help that it's different than some of the other ones.
Maybe, but we got some streamers out there that, unless they're really excited, they're
That
not going to go to the theater. Last American Girl, what do you think?
I'll go in the middle. I'll say 55. You guys both make good points. I don't have. It's been a while since a good movie has come out. People will want to flood the theaters for this. People love The Rock. My parents, who don't normally go for DC movies, they're excited to see The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I guess I don't know, something about it. Just I don't have it. It's not Shazam. It's not Spider-Man. It's not something that people have already fallen in love with. It's just something different. I'll go in the middle.
Yeah, it's a villain for a superhero and not even for a well-known superhero. And so it's not a well-known supervillain even at that point. It's not a Joker where everybody knows supervillain Joker. It's very obscure. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Let's see. Cinestuff says, you never know, Mike. Crazier things have. Yeah, I know. We're going to check back in 10 years and see where I'm at on the subscriber count. Yes. Hopefully we're into the hundreds of thousands at least. Hey, but you guys all help with that by watching, so very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Craig says, is 4K disc, Blu-rays, and DVDs have good features? Ooh, a physical media question, and you guys are going to have a different perspective, so this is kind of a fun question. And I love physical media, right? Like my whole channel, all my long form content, besides like these live streams, is all dedicated to physical media. So you guys know I'm collecting physical media every month. I love getting the 4Ks, the quality there, the still books, the awesome artwork. But even I have to admit, and I've made tons of videos on this, I think physical media is dying for like the majority of people out there. Now, I do think there's always going to be a collector market and a collector community that will support physical media, just like there is for vinyl records and all of that. So I think we're going to stay strong in the collecting community. But I think the average movie watcher just wants convenience. They don't care about the quality, really. They just want to click play on whatever streaming app is open. So that's my view, even though, and this is coming from somebody, I love physical media. I'm rocking the Blockbuster. I love it. But even, like I said, I think majority of people, it's gone, less and less. Benny, what do you think of this? Do you think, is there a future out there for physical media, or how limited is it?
No, I totally agree. Times have changed. Back in the days, when growing up, you can go out and buy DVDs and all that stuff. But now with all these streaming services going on, I think physical things are dying. Like you said, now you can just turn on your TV, go to either HBO or Amazon, Disney Plus, and just press play on a new movie and just buy it there for $5. Convenience wise, it's easier rather than going down and buying it somewhere else or buying it off the physical copy. So I think, yes, it is kind of dying. So I don't really think seeing it has a good future at all. It's sad to say, but yeah.
Last American Girl, what do you think?
I hope not, because I just bought a brand new DVD player like last week.
Wait. Did you say you bought a DVD player or a Blu-ray player or 4K player? You said DVD.
DVD.
They make DVD players still?
Yeah.
How'd you find that? Where'd you buy it from?
It was hold on.
A DVD, like it's only DVDs. Did you get the VHS combo in it at least?
I don't think
so. Only DVD. Why did you just buy a Blu-ray player?
Because I don't have Blu-rays.
But it still plays DVDs, and a Blu-ray player you can get for like less than $50.
I just use my PlayStation for that stuff.
Really cute,
oh yeah, that's true. The consoles. Wait, you don't have a console over there?
I don't have a console. I don't have anything.
Oh my goodness.
We didn't start getting DVDs until they stopped making VHSs.
Oh.
And I have, and like you're talking about all this physical media stuff, and I'm like looking over at my vinyl records. I refuse to get Spotify because I collect CDs.
All right. But I will say I should have clarified.
Keeping it pure.
You gotta have
Yeah,
Blu-rays
cute that
though. Oh my
Pink.
goodness. Oh my goodness. And this is coming from somebody that loves physical media. Blu-ray player at the very least.
It's
Don't
pink.
play your
You can change what the
DVDs.
skins on it.
Don't play your CDs. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I like it. It's cool.
Even I think DVDs out the window almost. It's yeah. Well, there we go.
Too.
We're keeping it alive. There we go. You're getting the players. I'm getting the movies, and there we go. See, Benny, we're keeping it alive over here. So
it better stay alive.
There it is.
All right. Great question. Craig says, Grimm is a good series from TV. Grimm. Is that like the Brothers Grimm?
Yeah.
That was a big show when I was in high
Yeah,
school.
it's a TV show based off of their stories.
Oh.
And it was like a little darker turn to things.
All right, and then we got Sin Stuff. I still own VHS. Yeah, I got some VHS lying around, and I have a VHS player around here. It's not plugged in, but I do have it lying around. Absolutely. All right, let's see.
I still got the OG Star Wars on VHS.
Oh, and you need those. You need those on VHS because
yes, you do.
You get the original editions with them. Now, if you try to go stream, you just got the special editions with the terrible CGI like sock puppet things thrown in.
What they do with Jabba and everything. Yep.
Shout out to my friend Joe Pereira 56. He takes the old VHS tapes and he makes them into these really cool lights.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, I need to get some of those myself. But they don't play, right? They're not the movies. They're just
he takes out it. They're the cassettes, but he took out the insides and he filled them in with lights.
That's awesome. That's a really cool idea. Let's see.
That's cool.
Says, I have the OG Star Wars on VH. Yep, that's what I got too. All right, so going to question 9 here. How does this movie change the DCEU going forward? So apparently, once again, it's going to be the game changer for the DC universe. I don't believe that one bit. Now, we're such at a weird spot though with the DC stuff because it's like they want to keep some old DC stuff hanging around, but then they want to get rid of other stuff like because we got Aquaman 2 coming out, we got Shazam 2. Are we gonna get a Wonder Woman 3? Are we keeping that? Like after this Flash movie is over, is the Flash gone? Like, are we ever gonna see Cyborg again? Like, what are we keeping? What are we not keeping? It feels very messy right now. So I feel like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wants to be a part of a successful franchise. You know, he's a good business person. So I think he's trying to, right the ship of DC Universe. And so hopefully we do get a Man of Steel 2. We're going to get like the Batman 2 and all this other great Batman content. So hopefully it goes in that direction, focusing on more of the main characters. I think that's kind of the plans right now, but I don't know. Things are getting scrapped left and right. So I think that's what they want to do. I just don't know. And I don't know if Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is going to have a lot of creative control over at DC Studio as a whole or just Black Adam movies. And then what about James Gunn? Is James Gunn going to have a big influence over the DC movies? So like who's going to be, I guess they're looking for the Kevin Feige of DC, right? Like who is that going to be? And I know they're always flipping back and forth on that. Benny, what do you think?
I don't think this movie is going to be the game changer for the DCEU. I think if any movie is going to do that, it's going to be The Flash. Mainly because The Flash wanted to do a whole Flashpoint storyline with everything. Huh?
Because we'll finally get it?
If we finally get it.
It's not a real movie, Benny. We're not getting it. It doesn't exist. It's all a hoax.
I know. But if it did exist, that would be the game-changing one. Because then you can do the Flashpoint and change the whole storyline, change it into a new multiverse with the new people. But I don't think, if anything, the Black Adam one's going to be it. It might connect some things to Shazam and Superman, but it's not going to be the game changer that The Rock wants.
So do you think then, Benny, the Flash is going to erase everything or just bits and parts? Like, are they going to keep Black Adam over? They're going to keep Shazam? Like, they're just going to kind of cherry pick what they want to keep then?
Yeah, definitely. I think they're just going to cherry pick because supposedly they want to reboot the whole universe with the Flash, but now with Ben Affleck coming back, Henry Cavill coming back, Aquaman 2 being all big, I think they're just going to cherry pick things and not reboot the whole thing. So, but like we'll see. It's one of those situations we have to wait.
Yeah, it's so uncertain right now. Last American Girl, where do you think this movie is going to send the DCU off into?
They always say that it's the game changer, and it's never the game changer. I guess the game changer will probably be the sequel to this, where he comes in with Shazam, and we bring in Superman, and we bring in all the big stuff. But no, just an Expo movie.
Yeah, I really don't think anybody's going to come out of the theater being like, "Oh wow, like my mind was blown. Like this has made the DC universe for me." Like I hope that happens, but I don't know. I'm not getting those vibes from this movie. At best, I hope it's just decent. It's a fun popcorn movie. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, let's see. Anna, amazing Anna's in here. Hello, thanks for joining in the stream. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Hopefully, it's a good movie and it's not,
Yeah.
a hot pile of garbage. So hopefully, it turns out good. Hopefully, he's adding in the right spices. It's a good recipe, and we'll see how it turns out. Amazing Anna says, "I need that cup." Last
What?
American Girl, Amazing Anna is a cup person. She's a big fan of the cups, so we got like hundreds at our house. Anna, are you sure you don't have that one? I feel like I've seen like 20 of those in the morning when I'm making coffee.
This one just came out at the beginning of the month. It's like it's really cool because I like using it in the car, and it catches the sunlight, and it has like a disco ball effect, and like the roof gets really.
Oh my
really
god! See, you're in the collector's market for cups. Like I was in there for physical media. That's how I talk about the physical media. Like
I collect
shine
things.
to
You'd be
it.
surprised at the things I collect.
There we go. All right. Amazing. That says, "I'm over the Rock after Fast and Furious." Yeah, he dipped out on that series when got into some issues with Vin Diesel and all that. But happens. Yes, that cup. It's purple. Oh, that is Amazing Anna's favorite color. Yes, shiny, and she likes shiny. She's a magpie there. All right, our final question. What was so funny?
We need to hang out.
Yes, absolutely. All right, our last question here, question 10, and then we'll sign off and everything like that. Are you more excited for the future of DC or Marvel, and why? And we kind of already mentioned this a little bit, but we can kind of finish on this one. All right, so I'm excited for the potential of DC because they got the characters. Now they just got to execute consistently. And I'm excited for Joker 2 because I love the Joker movie. I'm excited for the Batman 2 because I think the Batman was a good start and it can be improved. And I think we can get an amazing sequel there. So I'm excited for all that Matt Reeves universe of Batman goodness. So I think there's potential there. Now it's just, are we going to execute on the potential? Now, compared to Marvel, like I said, I've been a little disappointed with Marvel. It's kind of been stale or going downhill just a little bit. So at this moment, with where I see on the horizon, right, we got Marvel, Wakanda Forever, which looks really cool. But what else from Marvel? I haven't seen any trailers for other stuff. They've made announcements, like they have other Avenger movies. They got Thunderbolts, which doesn't have the Punisher in it, which is ridiculous. But I mean, so they have these titles announced. We just haven't seen too much from them. So right now, am I more excited for DC or Marvel? And I kind of been back and forth in the stream on it. You know what? I'm excited. I would say I'm more excited for DC, but I'm not more confident in DC. I'm more confident in Marvel, but I'm excited for the potential of DC. I'll say that. Benny, your last thoughts on DC and Marvel here?
I like that the potential part. You're excited for the potential. I agree because it does have a lot of potential to be great, but it just has to execute to be. Once they start executing more, then I'll probably be more excited for them, but right now I might stick with more Marvel. Yeah, that'll be my final answer. Marvel. Yeah.
So then you're super hyped for Wakanda Forever, Benny?
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that. We'll have another stream for that one.
Oh, there
I
we
got some
go.
stuff to tell
Yep,
you about that one.
definitely another pregame show for that. All right, Last American Girl, how about you?
Um,
More
it's all
excited
about
for
potential here. It's
DC?
all about potential. If DC does good with everything that they've been promising us, then I'm excited to see what's going to come of the future. Marvel hasn't really given us too much of what's coming up next. So there hasn't been enough content to get hyped up for, but it's going to be a hit in that sense. So it comes down to quality over quantity. What am I excited for? Am I excited to go to the movies, or am I excited to rewatch something?
Good point. Yep, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because Marvel has a lot of good titles out right now that I might want to go back and rewatch again. So, all right, let's see. So just let's finish up last of the comments here, and then we'll sign off. Amazing Anna, I agree.
We need to go to concerts.
Except you might get mad because I don't really care for BTS. What's
Oh
BTS?
no.
What is
Don't
that?
get me started on
Don't
BTS.
get her started. Don't get her started
What
on
is that?
BTS.
Is that a band or something? I don't. I'm
Yeah,
confused.
it's a band.
K-pop. It's a
It's a
K-pop band.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I'm like,
Yeah.
Does B stand for Batman? I don't understand. I'm
But
not the music man, so
but
Yeah,
my
that's
music
it. That's right. Don't get her started on that.
a lot. So I do like EDM. I actually dragged Benny out to an EDM show not too long ago. So
She did.
it's not just BTS.
yeah. I went to one rave and I was good. I was good after that. I was like good for a couple lifetimes after that. All right. Yes, amazing answers. Everyone subscribe to Mega Mike right now. He's 4 away from 800. Only 4. Everybody watching on the replay, because I know we're going to end here soon. If you can just click that subscribe button, that notification bell, watch some videos in your free time, even if you just, play it in the background while you're doing something mundane around the house, you're driving somewhere far, just play as a podcast, have fun talking movies. That's what it's all about on this channel. Definitely hit the likes again and always leave comments on the videos. We'll have great movie discussion. So thank you, Amazing Anna, for mentioning that. We got, yes, Wakanda. Yep, that's probably going to be our future pregame show there. Benny, did you see The Woman King? Have you seen that movie, Benny?
Which one?
The Woman King?
Not yet. Not, I haven't seen that one yet. I'm going to though.
It's amazing.
It looked good.
It's one of the best movies of the year. By far. If you like epic movies like Gladiator, Braveheart, The Woman King, one of the best movies of the year. Nobody watched it, but it's amazing. All right, Anna says,
I'll go give it a watch.
EDM, who did you see? See anybody great?
Yeah, Swedish House Mafia. It's house, but it's been a dream of mine to go see them, and I was the only one who knew who they were, but everyone kindly joined me.
All right, Cine Stuff. Marvel's kind of lacking, though DC should just work with great creative directors like Duffers, David Bruckner. Yeah, you want to get good creative directors, and I know we kind of rant sometimes on movies and stuff, like, hey, why isn't this movie better? Like, what went wrong here? But I will say, it is really hard to first make a movie. It's really tough to make a movie. Then it's even that much harder to make a good movie. So, yeah, it's tough out there. You want to get the right talent involved. And sometimes you even get all the pieces, but it doesn't play out right for some reason or another. So, all we can do is hope as fans. That's all we can do, right? Yeah, that's all I think we can do.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Amazing Anna says, oh my goodness. Oh, she likes who you saw. Wanting to watch them. Okay, let's see. Remember when one came out? That was my jam.
Definitely invited the next time.
There you go. All right, so we're going to sign off on this stream here and end it here soon. I'll give my co-hosts a chance to kind of sign off, share anything they want, their excitement level, where to follow their adventures online, anything like that. Just well wishes. Benny, go ahead, take it away. What do you got to say?
Oh, I'm Benny. Follow me on B to the Benny with Power on my Insta if you want. You can talk to me about a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of comic book knowledge, so we can have arguments. And follow Mega Mike. He's only 4 away. Let's do it. Let's get him to 800.
Yes, let's do it so we can party this weekend. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Last American Girl, what do you got to say?
My excitement level shot up, but not because of the movie, but because we're going to a concert with Anna. Yay!
There we go.
Last American Girl, if you want concert content, I have a really old phone. Like, I still have a home button. So my concert videos aren't good, but I go to a lot. So when they are good, I have good seats. Excited for the movie. Follow Mike. Tell your friends about Mike. Share this. Share everything. Follow. Subscribe. We're almost at 800.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Cinestuff says, great stream, Mike, and the rest of the panel as well. Good night and peace. So thank you, co-host, for joining me tonight. It's always a pleasure. Benny, Last American Girl. This was a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot more pregame shows in the future. And everybody in the comments, if you want a post-game show of Black Adam, let us know. If you want to get us into a deep discussion, depending on how we feel about the movie, we will get into it. So let us know in the comments on the replay. If you would like to see a post-game show, just say, yeah, post-game show for Black Adam, do it. Then we'll get that set up for y'all. But thank you all again for joining here, the Mega League of Film Fans, and just having a good time talking movies and try to get our hype levels up for Black Adam. But everybody have a good night out there. Take care. Stay safe. And remember, make every day a movie day.